It's safe to say that MCU has not been the same after Endgame. Sure, they produced occasional hits like Spider-Man, Deadpool, and Wolverine, but the overall narrative seems to go nowhere. It's more like the main chapters are over, and all that's left to see is endless filler content. Thunderbolts is the newest addition to that line. Another bland, mediocre, forgettable movie featuring a group of anti-heroes and former villains that are either a lesser version of their predecessors, have never been interesting to begin with, or simply not given enough material to show their talent. And in some cases, we forgot that they existed in the first place.
Who are you?
The movie starts when Yelena Belova, aka the new Black Widow, plants a bomb in a building by the order of Countess Valentina de Fontaine.
Who?
She then gives Yelena a new assignment to a covert facility, where she learns that she's trapped there in a battle royale with John Walker, Taskmaster, and Ghost.
Who?
You don't know them? You're not the only one. Let's see where we saw them last. Taskmaster was the villain in Black Widow, while Ghost was only seen before in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Anyway, Ghost kills Taskmaster.
Very sad. Anyway, it got me thinking.
Then someone new shows up.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
The room is sealed and the countdown begins, because the only thing villains like the most is to give the heroes enough time, so they could escape their trap.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Needless to say, they did escape the trap.
Huh, that was easy.
De Fontaine arrives at the site and captures Bob. Yelena, Walker, and Ghost escape her, thanks to Red Guardian.
Who's this old Santa?
The Red Guardian.
What?
Who names their group Thunderbolts.
What? I'm serious.
De Fontaine sends her men to hunt them down, but they're saved thanks to the Winter Soldier. Finally, someone we all like. Bucky joins forces with them to free Bob, hoping to get them to testify against De Fontaine. But she's turned Bob into Sentry, who's basically Marvel's answer to Superman. Sentry easily overpowers everyone. When De Fontaine tries to kill him with a kill switch, he emerges into his destructive alter ego, the Void. The first thing he does is to bring all the nearby extras to the Void, leaving all the main characters in safety. Yelena enters the Void and tries to reach Bob's consciousness, but he's not strong enough to control the Void. Everyone arrives and affirms their belief in him. Bob gains confidence and overcomes the Void. Thunderbolts prepare to arrest De Fontaine, but she introduces them to the public as the new Avengers.
No!
That's it, and everyone goes home happy until the next movie comes up. The biggest issue with this movie is that Marvel has lost the trust of its fan base. Thunderbolts is one of those movies that add nothing meaningful to the overall narrative. The kind of movie you just watch simply because you're too eager for the next chapter. That eagerness, I'm afraid to say, died many years ago. Despite having a strong cast, Thunderbolts suffers from a weak script, uneven pacing, and a quick shift of tone. One scene might deal with mental issues, then is followed by a not-so-funny joke. Florence Pugh does best with what she's been given, which is not much. It also doesn't help her that no matter what she does, she'll always be the second Black Widow. And it's not easy to replace Scarlett Johansson. John Walker is good enough, but is underused. Red Guardian brings humor to the movie. In a less serious movie, he would have been its best part. But in a movie that deals with political commentary and internal struggle, that's a big no. And the less we talk about Ghost, the better. Winter Soldier is the only thing left from Marvel's golden days. He's always enjoyable to see, But he's also like that unbeatable locked player that once unlocked, loses most of his powers. Bucky in Thunderbolts is a mere shadow of the menace he used to be. But the biggest disservice was done to the Taskmaster. She's supposed to have photographic reflexes, which enable her to mimic the movement of her opponents. She should be able to go toe-to-toe with fighters like Captain America, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. But here, she's been turned into a punching bag. The villains are not interesting either. Valentina de Fontaine tries so hard to be Madame Hydra, but her delivery lacks depth. She's more like an HR manager than a threat. She's more of a manipulator, and she even sucks at that. Sentry, on the other hand, is a compelling character, a man of dual identity, sometimes a superhero, sometimes a supervillain. But his transformations happen too fast and underwhelming, and the script barely scratches his duality. Thus, he's treated more like a plot device than an actual character. And when he goes berserk, all that is needed to bring him back is a group therapy session. Thunderbolts was the final movie of Phase 5, but you can't say it brings cohesion to the story. The only thing it did was being a teaser for Fantastic Four and Avengers, Doomsday. Overall, it's not worth your time and money. If you're a Marvel fan, it's better to wait for the main course. If you've lost interest in Marvel, then skip them altogether. You don't miss much. What are your thoughts on Thunderbolts? Was it good, bad, or terrible? Drop your take in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more breakdowns. See you next time.